named Bill Worrell. He's in the other plane of existence now, but he is entertaining ladies right now. He was and is, and he's an eternal spirit. He's an artist, a painter, sculptor, songwriter, poet, raconteur, and I had the pleasure of knowing him. I had an inn. He and my father grew up in the same small town in West Texas, Colorado City, Texas. There, back when they thought they were actually on the headwaters of the Colorado River. It's actually another 100, 200 miles, but they didn't know. And it's a West Texas town. It's small. Anyway, it's also the hometown of Don Maynard. Does that name mean anything to anyone in this room? Right on. New York Jets. When he retired, he was the leader in receptions in the history of the NFL and stayed that way. He beat Raymond Berry, and I forget who broke his record. It may have been Drew Pearson. I can't remember now. But anyway, Don Maynard, one of the great receivers. He was Joe Namath's favorite receiver. And so anyway, Colorado City. So I had an inn when I met him at a charity event in west of Fort Worth. And we met, and he said, "I know your daddy. You're Sonny's boy." Sonny, I was like, "Sonny? Y'all called him Sonny? He was 6'4", man." And but anyway, so he was a great artist, and I met him, and he said, "You need to come to my house. If I'm not there on the Llano River at my place, don't worry. It's never locked. Just go in, spend the day, spend the week. I don't care. There's places to sleep. Find some place, and we'll drink beer, and we'll talk about life, and we'll paint, and we'll write songs." I never met anyone like him, and his property became sacred ground to me. This is how we met. I'm just trying to remind us of why I started this story. Bill Worrell was friends with a guy named Sam Baker. Yeah. And he kept saying, "You need to hear Sam play." And Sam was just learning how to play songs in front of people. He had all these great poems and songs. And I kept saying, yeah, like no songwriter, because we're all so insecure, wants to hear about how great another songwriter is. Let me just tell you that. And so finally, Worrell arranged this show, a house concert way out in the hill country. And Sam was going to open for me, and he did. Sam played 6 songs. And when he was done, I went up to him and said, "How have you made a record? How are you?" And he goes, "No, I've been working on one song for 6 months with these guys in Austin." I said, "That's not the way it's supposed to be." So I ended up producing Sam Baker's first 2 records. And by the way, his new record, which comes out next month, is produced by Rodney Crowell. It's all spoken word. I've heard it, and it will knock you flat. It includes one poem about my father, who was a fighter pilot. Anyway, how we met was Sam Baker then caught the ear of the guy who programs music for BBC Radio. And Sam, like that, became an underground cult hero in England and the Netherlands. And is this sound true? Is this going pretty good, you think? Sounded right? So anyway, Sam was invited to play the Blue Highways Festival, which is a very famous Americana music festival in the Netherlands, in Utrecht, which is the coolest city in the fucking world. I mean, the city is incredible. So Sam, being nervous to play, he takes my band at the time, the Mysticaros, all of us, 6-piece band. He takes us all over to the Netherlands at great expense. He lost $10,000 at least. He took us all over there to play this festival, and we did, and we killed it. And there are people in the Netherlands who will lie and tell you, "I was there, it was incredible." They're like, they weren't there. That's just how people talk about Sam Baker at the Blue Highways Festival that year. The set was on, it was like, some things happened. Just some things happened. It levitated, it shifted around, It was an incredible experience. Ariana was there that day. Bart wasn't because he had a gig, but Ariana was there, and Ariana went home and said to Bart, I just saw something incredible. So we met her that day. I don't remember because we got pretty drunk. I will never lie to you. We got pretty drunk out of joy and exhaustion and a release. And that's how we met. So Ariana told Bart. Bart and Ariana came to the States, made a great trip from across the desert on old Highway 66. And we met then on that trip. That led to me producing a record by Bart to Win, which I'm still so proud of. It's one of the coolest things I've ever been part of. And from that, we became friends. And from there, I went over there, and they came back, and we started this pattern that we still do and will do forever. So that's how we met. Thanks to Bill Worrell and Sam Baker. And I want to tell you this other story about the connections made. If you don't mind, this will take 30 seconds. Roughly 10 days ago, someone we became close with in the Netherlands, friends, that Bart and Ariana met a couple named Koos and Xenia, they don't live in the same part of the Netherlands. They met through music. They met through Sam Baker music. They started seeing each other at shows. They like this kind of music. They became really close friends. And because of that, I got to know Koos, who's very close with Sam. Koos's wife, Xenia, passed in early December of last year. Huge soul of a woman, of a human, just this incredible person. They love music like we do. If you're here, you love music. It means something special to you. Xenia was like that. Because she liked a song called Just Be that I wrote. They one time when they came to Texas, I said, well, just go out to Worrell's place. Drew a map on a paper thing. I think it said, here's go. If he's not there, don't worry. Walk around. If he's there, tell him I sent you. They did it. Not the first Dutch couple to do that, as a matter of fact. And they went and they met Worrell, and the tree. There's a tree on the banks of the Llano that inspired that song, and they had a great visit with Bill Worrell. It was time to spread her ashes this spring. Koos came over while we were all here, and a group of us, a small group, Sam, Tina, Ariana, and Bart, and Koos spread her ashes under that tree. There you go. That was last week. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. Sit right here under this tree and just be. I'm gonna stay in the shade for a while, right here in the shade for a while. When trouble comes to find me, I'll just lay back and smile. Now listen to the song on the breeze. Hey, just listen to the song singing on the breeze. That's just the universe, y'all. Through these old live oak trees. Sounds like this. gonna sit right here under the street. Sit right here under the street and just be. I wanna just be. Just thank y'all. Great night with y'all. Thank you. I won't forget this one.